Okay, Rich, what are we playing this week then?
So this week I thought we'd play Kickstart 2 for the C64. So this is a motorbike racing game released in 1987. It is a game that I owned back in the day myself. Have you got any experience with it at all?
None at all.
No?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to get to it then?
Let's go for it.
Right, so like I said, this is a racing game. It's basically a 2D racing game that's split down the middle, split screen. And what you've got is basically an obstacle course that you have to get past and get to the end before your other player manages it. Yeah. And each obstacle requires you to go at a different speed. So this is somewhat not that accessible a game. It's a game that you really need to practice a little bit first. So sort of a bit worried that Chris might,
we'll see.
Get a bit fed up with it. But yeah, so the different obstacles, you've got gates which require you to go at put your speed on 3, and others I think they're sort of giraffe looking. They don't look like giraffes, but they look like giraffe skin. You can go there at virtually full speed, but you just have to be one lower than full speed. If you push it up on the controller, you do a wheelie, and when you come to a step, you actually automatically go up the steps. Right, so if you're going at the correct speed, do a wheelie, you go up the steps. There's no sort of championship or anything in this game, so it's not something we can complete, but we will just play it for a while on 1 player and 2 player, and then look at some of the other features later. So should we go for it then?
Yeah, go for it.
So you see the speedometer up there?
Yeah.
And like I said, you just do a wheelie and you go up here, but you can't wheelie for too long. This is the giraffe that I was talking about.
And he fell off.
Yeah, he fell off.
Oh, you're up top.
Okay, so it looks like I was wrong about the speed you can go on the gates. Not doing too well here.
We're playing clangers. Where's your guy?
He's trashing me. You see what I mean? Even I can't remember some of the speeds you're supposed to be going at. Just jump over that. There's the giraffe stuff I was talking about. So that can be. I'll just go to 2 or 3 because of the fence. And you can go over that quite fast.
Where am I?
When you fall off, it puts you on the next flat.
And on this bit, I can go a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Oh, now I've gone too slow.
You've got to jump there.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we're going to have a great first run here. Move it! Oh, fuck.
You made it. Oh.
Hopefully we actually get decent at this. Do you want to do the same 5 courses or a different 5?
Yeah, same 5.
Yeah.
Just to practice.
That's it.
Hey.
We'll beat him eventually. I might fit up to here.
You can just jump that one. Full speed. Jump the telephone boxes. Slow down! Oh. Right, go, go, go! Bounce.
Gotcha.
Jump it. Jump it. Jump
Sorted.
it.
We actually won one.
Jump
I got
early. Alright, alright. Yep. Hoi. 1 less. Jump.
Nice one.
Faster.
Oh.
Oh, I was on the grass. Come on. Yes, you bounced. Boing.
Oh, come off it.
Oh, I'm over the line.
You've done it anyway, I reckon. Yeah, he's fallen
I
off.
won one.
Yeah, this game I actually got when I must have been about 7 odd at the time, so I got it well after it actually came out. My brother bought it for me for, I think it was a Christmas present. It was either Christmas or a birthday, and I do remember thinking, what the hell have you bought when I opened the present up? But it turned out to be a reasonable buy actually, because we did get quite a bit of play out of this over the years. So I guess my brother didn't make such a terrible decision after all, But you can just imagine like a 7-year-old. Oh, you did it!
Yeah, I won.
Right, so we're going to give it a go on 2 players. Hopefully Chris has a little bit of experience now. Right, you ready then?
Yeah.
I'm the top, I take it.
Yeah,
I'm top. I shouldn't have slowed down there. Come on! Now you're being more careful, aren't you?
What? Shit, I screwed up.
Come on.
No!
Come on.
You've got...
no, I've screwed it. I died on a stupid sex. Oh.
That'll teach you. I did not deserve to lose that.
Oh. Oof.
No! You got lucky!
I believe that Chris was pretending to be worse than he actually is earlier when he was playing. Oh,
Shit.
good. Maybe not. It seems like he
Me,
improved.
me and wheeling is not good.
Seems like he improved suddenly when we put on 2 players.
You saying I was hustling you?
I think so.
Oh damn! I've tried wheeling it instead of jumping.
So this game has a fully featured editor for courses as well, so you can actually make your own courses, and you can, I believe you can save them to tape as well and then reload them from tape. So all of the alphabet keys basically choose different types of obstacles. So you've got steps, water, breeze blocks, etc, etc. A lot of them are different sizes, so you can say put like, you know, size 1 mud ramp. Where's this thing there? And then pressing it just puts them out there. So there's a 4 type one there. Ooh. Massive one.
Yeah. Oh, are you kidding me? How are you going to be able to do that?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
No, come on.
Okay, we'll do that.
What?
That looks like it makes more sense.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
Let's play the course we made then.
Dear God. Yep.
Oh,
yep. Well.
class. Oh crap! I didn't put any straights on it. It might just go through the entire course now.
No, we're gonna hear.
Oh,
it's gonna
no,
be here.
It's all right.
There we go again. Oh no, there might be a straight here. Oh fuck.
Go! Come on! too many bunny.
Oh my God! Look!
Come on! Yes, I'm gonna win. Come on!
Try really.
Oh, I'm over the water.
Your course sucked.
How dare you?
Fire.
Come on. Oh, how am I supposed to get up there?
I don't know. You made the course.
Oh, can I? No, you can't. You can't just run over that bit. That bit just kills you. This, I swear, there's probably a way of doing this bit, but I don't know what it is. What we're going to do now is what me and my brother would do back in the day. One of us would leave the room and the other one would make a course. And we'd just play through it.
What?
I've seen other people do this on YouTube as well. And it reminded me of the times when I used to do it with my brother. So I'm going to go out. You can work this out, can't you?
Yeah. Right. Let's find some mud first. Oh, let's put loads of gates in. He hates gates, doesn't he? Dan. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Rich! Okay. Yeah, it's still there. Go, 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 go. Okay. So. Oh, no, damn. And then that. Right, dude, let's go. Ready when you are. Damn. Don't beat me my own course, please.
Oh, I think that's a bit far there, Chris.
No. Oh, the flame's got me. It was nicely thought out.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Right, try again. Fire. Oh, damn, I didn't slow down this time. See, that's fine. You complained about that, but you got it all right. Oh, Damn fire. Oh shit. Those big old water jumps there. But you love them, don't you?
See, this is well designed for skill. That's why I keep winning.
Either way, you can't win this one because either way you're saying that my designing skills are good.
Right, I'm going to make one now.
Okay.
Right, I'm done. Right, you ready? Let's go for it.
Oops, okay. Is this all this is?
No.
Wait. Kidding me? God, you're a boring human being, you know that. Well, you've just knocked this game down from a 5 into a 4. Single-handedly ruined the game. Okay, Rich, what do you think about the game?
Well, I think this is actually quite an original game. I think it's got a good concept. It's not the most accessible of games. It takes a good 30 minutes, an hour to really even get anywhere on it. You just keep falling off over and over and over. But as you sort of learn the obstacles and get some kind of experience with them, then the game sort of opens up. It's an exhilarating game. It's cool to go up and down the ramps and up the and hit the springs and bounce around and dodge the flames and such.
Some could almost say it's a bit of a precursor to the Trials games on the Xbox and stuff like that. Have you ever played them before?
No.
They're kind of basically you're going up ramps and stuff and you've got to get your bike up at certain speeds to get in certain places, and it has an editor on it as well. So I think probably not, but it's definitely, if this is definitely that generation's version of Trials, and Trials is a hugely popular game.
So games that sort of come out at this time, there's not really much that's that similar to this. You got games like Rad Racer on the NES. Obviously that's an into the screen racer, as well as things like Enduro Racer on the Spectrum. That's quite good. But it's just so different to this, isn't it? It's
completely.
It's not something that's comparable. For the time, really, this looks quite graphically quite good, doesn't it?
It stand out.
Against games like Mega Man 1 and such, and all sorts of other games, 2D games I'm trying to think of now, I don't think it looks that bad graphically. For its
No, I
time.
think it holds up.
Obviously the sound isn't as good as some of the best NES games, but it sounds quite reasonable as well, really. It's just sort of lacking in numbers of tracks, because it does sort of grate a little bit. To be fair, it should grate more than it does, because I didn't notice it being too annoying myself,
nor did I,
playing
really.
over and over. But so I think that sort of speaks to the quality of the track in its own way, On the bad side, there's no sort of championship here. If you're on your own, the enjoyment's massively less, but there is stuff to do still with time trials. I think personally, I feel it's a shame there's not more of a championship mode with like a proper ending. But this is more of a two-player game, and to be fair, designing your own courses, it's kind of interesting for the single player as well. So what did you think of it? Because this is the first time you've played it.
Yeah, no, it's really enjoyable. I really enjoyed it. It's see, if you had told me before we played this, Trials is basically based off of this, I would have gone freak for it, because I really enjoy Trials. So I'm always going to enjoy this type of game, and I enjoy it more than I thought I would, because I thought, it's going to be too difficult, it's going to be too much to remember. But once you get going into it, once you get past that initial wall of like getting into it, you kind of learn it quite quickly, and the sense of accomplishment you get at the end of it is absolutely
it is
mega.
nice to do a whole track without falling off.
Really mega. And then you get two-player, and the fact that you're just trying to beat your buddy, and when you both crash, you're like, come on, please, put me on a flat piece of ground. He's like, it's absolutely excellent, really good. Graphically, it's fine for the time, holds up okay. Musically, as you said, one track. I think I prefer the actual loading track, the start track, than I do the actual in-game track. If they'd had that going through, I'd have preferred it. Where it really shines is the amount of variety that you get in this game. So there are 26 tracks already built in. I think A to Z or A to X.
Yeah, I think
so. There's 24.
One or two missing.
24 tracks. You can order them in any order you want, and then you can make your own tracks. Infinite replayability. And it really is infinite, because the amount of items you can put in a course, and so many possibilities you can put in there, absolutely 100% great fun.
It is a fully featured editor that gives you the option to do any kind of course that you would see in the game. You could recreate in the editor.
I mean, the course I made, you could have played that and you could have thought that course is in the game. Because it's so easy to manipulate. It's very intuitive, it's very nice to control, very quick to put down. I mean, I reckon now if I'd started that again, I could make a course in about a minute and it'd be interesting and such. It's really not that difficult at all. Okay, Rich, so what are you going to score it then?
Well, I came into this game thinking that I was going to give it a 4 out of 5, but I'm not sure if I even can do, because we always give an extra point to games that this game was £2 when it came out, and we always give budget games an extra point generally, or at least an extra half a point. I mean, if you break it down, imagine this game was a full price game.
I'd be happy with that.
This would not be bad as a full price game. There's no way. You've got somewhat interesting gameplay. Just that and the 2-player option would be worth a 3 out of 5, maybe even a high 3 out of 5, you know. Then you add the course editor on top of that.
4 out of 5.
You're already at 4 out of 5, and we're not even taking into account that the game costs I'm pretty sure it was £2. It might have been £3 at most, though. I think it was £2 from what I can remember. That's just crazy, really, and that means that this is for sure one of the best budget games released in the 80s, I think. On the level of games like Thrust and Fantasy World Disney, I think this is probably one of the best budget games. And under those rules, I think I might have to give it a 5 out of 5. So basically, to clarify, if this had been a full price game, I probably would have given it a 4 out of 5. You know, if we're comparing it straight to its peers, full price peers, 4 out of 5. But as a budget game, it's one of the best that was available at the time. What do you reckon then?
I mean, it's a great, good, fun game just to pick up. And then you realise it's got an editor. You're like, oh, that's interesting. That's going to take me a little bit more time to play. Then you realise, I can get your mate involved. You can both play it and have a laugh. And then you realise it's £2 fucking. 5 out of 5, no question, no doubt about it. I absolutely adored the game, and it's £2 fucking. Okay, guys, that's Kickstart 2 for this week. Absolutely fantastic game.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of the most underrated games on the C64 itself, actually. Possibly because it's not that accessible, you know.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, guys, if you liked it, give us a like, give us a comment and tell us what you think about the game. And subscribe to the channel because we're always releasing great new content like this. And we'll see you next week with another game, guys. Take care.
See ya.